Okay, today we're going to put together the feet, the legs, and connect them to the gearbox lower body frame that we assembled in the last video. Now, this is very much like the POGOT build, but in reality the scale of everything that I'm doing here is about 5.5% larger because I needed the extra space. So you can reflect back on the POGOT build videos for a little more information if you need it. But basically, you have this lower frame, and if you look at the center position, this is where the prowl arm for the ratchet sits, that's the center of the foot. So the upper two, which are where the legs and leg linkage are going to connect, there you'll notice that they'll either be further towards the back, or if you're holding it this way, maybe further towards the front. Now the back being the heel and the front being the toe, obviously you want the largest space towards the toe. So you know that this is the front of the frame. The wheels, print standing up, no supports. I have rubber grommets on there. Let me see if I can find where I wrote down what the size of those were. I just ordered them by the box full on eBay or Amazon, either one. They're 3/8 inside diameter, 9/16 outside diameter rubber grommets that just snap on there. And again, I'm using the 3mm rod as an axle, and you're going to want to make sure you clean out the wheel so that it spins freely. If it comes off your printer and fits tight, just run a drill bit or something through there. I actually have a little Phillips head screwdriver that's just the right size, so I just sit there and twist it and poke it through, and it gets anything that's in there that's not round. I'm making it bind so it's smooth to turn. Now as far as the prowl goes, it's got a flat side and it's got a curved side. I put the curved lump side up. Seems to grab the ratchet better. And obviously the ratchet teeth, you can see this is the toe end, that's the heel end, so the foot's going to move forward. So you want it so that the ratchet prowl is going to lift and move away, but when it tries to go back the other way, it's going to dig into the straight flat side. So you have to make sure you put the wheel in the right way around. If you turn it around the other way, it isn't going to work. The rear one doesn't matter which way you put it in, so there's no ratchet on that. Altogether, each foot has 10 of these little 3mm rods. Again, I'm using brass. You don't have to use brass. They're 31mm long. And here's one of the leg linkage supports. That's going to go in the back towards the heel, just like that. When we put the foot cover on, that's what holds all of these rods in place. Till then they tend to want to fall out. And here's the leg part. This would be the inside, so the visible parts where all the detailing's happening. And the hinge for the leg on this particular model is towards the toe, towards the front. Some of the POGOTs, it's the other way around where it's in the back. And this one is towards the toe, it's in the front. So we're going to slide it right over that linkage piece. And you can sight with your eye so you know when you got it halfway lined up. You just take your rod and push it through. Then obviously you can test it. Yeah, it rolls forward and locks going back. If I was really done putting this thing together, I would put a few little drops of glue on the heel and the toe, and then fit this whole piece down just like that, which locks all those pins in place. You don't have to worry about them falling out. I'm not going to do that because this is all the parts are printed in gray PLA, because I plan on painting it. So even though I'm assembling it now, you know I'm going to unassemble it later so I can paint the parts. The only parts that I'm actually gluing are parts that aren't going to require painting. So this one over here is already assembled, and this is the gear frame mechanism that we made in the last video. The front, obviously the battery is going to be facing towards the back along with the on-off switch. So this is going to be the front. We already know where the toe is on our foot, so we know this is the front. So we know this is going to go in like that. And again, it might be easiest if you just kind of sight down there and look for light on the other side till you find the hole. And as far as getting the one in the back, you may have to tip it and use gravity to drop that linkage back. Like so. It's not difficult, but it takes a little finesse to get. And then put the one on the other side. This one can take a little bit more finesse because the rod's got to come through, so you really need to be able to sight that you've got the hole lined up. Good, got it. Got it right away. I was lucky on that one. Now I'm trying to get the leg linkage to drop back, and by tipping the foot up a little, you can kind of get it lined up there. Kinda. There we go. Just like that. Now those rods can fall out because what's going to hold them on is once the body is built and put on, the body will fit around there so the rods cannot escape. So at this point we should be able to test what we've made just to see if everything is still working. Ah, good. We're walking, we're spinning, our cam here has lifted these, it's coming around, it's going to drop, then it drop back down. The gear in the front is turning. So far so good. If you were making this and you'd printed your parts in colors, you could glue those on and be done with that. Now you'll notice that the same cams that move the feet stick out further. That's because there's going to be a lever similar to this horseshoe here coming down from the arms that's going to catch this part of the cam. It gets trapped between the outside of the body and the leg, and so that way the arms can be made to move. So that's why the cams are longer and sticking out like that. Alright, I think that's all we'll do in this video. It's too tall, isn't it? We'll put it right back here. So in the next one, let's see. The next one we'll do the body. We'll get the body on and the mechanical details that are going to interface with this gear. Hopefully. Arms movement. Yeah. Body, arms, front, battery door. That's right. So see you in the next video.